Congratulations for getting through. How are you feeling after that?
Dreadful. Didn't play my game at all. Couldn't hit a trial to save my life until the last leg. And I feel sorry for Connor because Connor played phenomenal in patches. And yeah, the last leg kicked off obviously the 180 and got the double in the end. But I'm a bit disappointed myself because I didn't perform in the way I know I can play, and that was horrendous.
Were you ever nervous at all through it because it seemed like quite an edgy affair?
Not one bit was I nervous. If you were nervous, you're going to pull your dart every time. I was not nervous at all. They were going above the treble 20 every time, and I would try my best to try and adjust to get it in. And will it go in? No. But I must have stepped in poo before I came in here because that was luck. But sometimes you need a bit of luck to win these games, and thankfully I'm still here in the quarterfinal.
This will be your 5th quarterfinal of 2025 for Premier events. How much is the thought of a Premier title on your mind through these games, and especially in this event?
Yeah, clearly I want to win an individual major. So who doesn't? So I will be a hell of a lot better in my next game against Littler or Nijman because I know I need to. But saying that, I still need to against Connor. But we both didn't play to our full potential. I'm just grateful I'm still standing here now.
And it's Luke or Wessel next. Are you looking forward to that game in particular? Do you want to just correct the performance? Have you got a goal at all to coming into that?
I'm just having a day off tomorrow, which I'm grateful with to control my emotions and get ready for Saturday because I need to be ready for Saturday.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Josh, how frustrating is it, because you were brilliant last time we saw you on that stage, and then can you put your finger on why it hasn't happened?
I was very frustrated and I kept kicking myself up on that stage, but I tried to adjust and they just didn't want to go to treble 20. They either were going well above it or just an inch and a half below it, and you're like, oh my goodness. And luckily my 19 covers was good, because if them 19s weren't going in, he'd have walked that game.
We could see the frustration written all over your face. What can you do up there in terms of trying to put it right? Because you could see you searching for something, but how frustrating is it no matter what you seem to do, just didn't work?
You just have to dig deep and believe in your ability, and luckily I did. But that's why whenever I hit the treble 16, it wasn't even double 12 again, because double 12 has been my nemesis. This tournament's cost me the first game that I didn't win against Wessel. So pardon me, very sorry. I switched to 16s, hit the treble 16 straight away. I was confident going for double 18, missed it. I love a double 9.
With all the experience that you've got this year from multiple semi-finals, winning the World Cup, do you think if you hadn't have done that, the frustration would have got to you and you would have lost that game?
Yeah, massively. If I went for another treble 20 to leave 24, I would not hit that double 12, because I knew the whole tournament it was kicking me in the backside. So that's why I switched to 16s to make a difference. Because obviously if I hit a single 16, I leave myself 56 to leave top, so I was happy enough.
Congratulations, Jason.
Thank you.
Josh, well done tonight. How different is the Josh Rock these days to the Josh Rock that made his debut in the Grand Final darts all those years ago now?
Yeah, Josh Rock's a big difference apart from tonight, but as I said, I'm going to keep saying luck, because it was luck, because Connor was hitting the right things at the right time and just sadly didn't kick off in the last leg the way Connor knows he can. So, and I finally found the treble 20 with the 180 the first 8 yards, so yeah, it's just a relief that I'm into the quarterfinal.
That 180 in that final leg, was that a sense of relief as well? I know there was still a job to be done there, but that did give you an advantage in that last leg.
Yeah, it did, because I kicked off by a ton. I think I 140 or something after. I just finally found the treble 20 last leg, but you don't want to find the last leg, you want it from the start. And obviously I've got a longer format on Saturday against either Wessel or Luke, so luckily hopefully I can get a bit of time to get into the game.
Whoever it's going to be, whether it is Luke or Wessel, you think it's going to be a smashing game?
Yeah, it's going to be a smashing game regardless. Hopefully I perform better.
Is there any preference in that game? Because you've had some amazing battles with Luke Littler over the last 12 months or so.
Well, if we keep having good battles, I'd rather have him then, because it might wake me up a bit. But listen, it doesn't matter who I play next game, because it's going to be fireworks regardless.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Josh, well done on the win. It's not often that people play best of 31 games, but you played long format in the match play. You played it 2 years ago here. What experience can you take from that if it was to be someone like Wessel Nijman, who's not really experienced in that length of game?
Yeah, you just have to believe in your own game and just continue on what you know you can do. So, as I've said before, it doesn't matter who I play in the next game. Just hopefully come out the winner in the end of it.
If it was Luke Littler, we've seen Luke Littler play around a bit on stage this tournament, where he's trying to leave the big fish and just seems super confident. Do you think if he had that attitude against you, if he did beat Wessel, he could become unstuck?
It doesn't bother me. That we're all the best players in the world. We're all here to win titles. It doesn't matter who you play, because nowadays you don't know who's going to win a tournament. So if I get Wessel, I get Wessel. If I get Luke, I get Luke. It's as simple as that, really.
Thanks, Josh. Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Josh, since winning that World Cup, Has it added the pressure for you to get that first individual major title?
No, because I'm only 24. We've got a long time ahead in this game. Obviously, there's a lot of youth coming up through nowadays, and no one knows behind the scenes in WDF. There's a wee Scottish boy. I think his last name's Mitchell Larry. Thank you. He's playing for Noel Guards, and luckily he's my target. So you get kids like that who's not feared. So now it's no pressure because less than about 30 years this game have won it. So yeah.
Potentially, it could be Luke Littler that you're facing next. Do you think that could be a rivalry like a Phil Taylor, Adrian Lewis for years to come?
I would love it to be. Of course I would, because Luke's one of my good friends behind stage and no one knows about. So if it's a good rivalry between me and him in the future, I'll accept that.
I also want to talk about Scott Williams as well. We saw that he was struggling with diabetes. Have you two spoken? Have you reached out?
No, I haven't. We haven't spoke much. He always puts the yearly photo up whenever me and him play in the Grand Slam that everybody thinks we kissed on the lips. Clarify that, we did not kiss on the lips, but everybody thinks we did. We kissed each other on the cheek, but the camera angle's perfect. But no, Scott knows what to do, and hopefully he can get over it.
After a difficult first 10 legs, how much was that second break needed?
Yeah, massively. Because if it continued on, he would have walked away with it. So obviously, sometimes the break does help you. Stormed off the stage, give myself a kick in the backside to wake up. Obviously, I went 8-5 up, and then he came back. So, but Connor knows how to do that. But luckily, I got the last leg.
And is it harder playing against players who are breaking through like yourself, or the more established names?
Probably the people who's only breaking through, because you don't know what to expect. When you go up and play Michael Van Gerwen, Luke Littler, you know what they expect. They're going to have 105 averages easy. So when you get Connor, you don't know what you're going to get. That's no disrespect to Connor, but it's true. So listen, that's what it is.
Thank you very much, and best of luck in the next
Thank you.
round.